Windows, Macintosh, Android. These are just a few of the standard operating systems that we have today. But who is out there trying to create a whole new standard? Who is out there challenging the conformity, allowing us to have a little more by supplying a little less? Linux. My name is Corey Brophy, an avid user of Linux operating system, and I am going to show you the benefits of working with Linux. I will go over the top 3 reasons that I have used this operating system for the past 10 years, starting with the cost, into the security, and finally the reason that sets it apart from all other operating systems, the freedom of choice. When trying to come up with the best way to present this to you and make a way that hopefully you will fully understand how great Linux operating system really is, I thought, why not compare and contrast Linux operating system versus the standard OS. Let's begin with the cost of Linux. Linux is 100% completely free to obtain to anyone with a standard computer. It could be 10 years old or brand new, and Linux will work on it. Today's standard operating systems have high costs and in most cases reoccurring fees. You may only have one piece of software with 3 licenses on it, in which case you can only install that piece of software to 3 separate computers. But with Linux, there are no licensings. There are no permissions needed. With Linux, you can install into every computer anytime for free. Let's go on to security. Security is also included. The spyware, the adware, and viruses, don't have to worry about it now. Linux OS gives you it all, also for free. They've also been around for 10 years, so they know what they're doing. With standard OS, it's not only not free to have virus protection, adware protection, or spyware protection, but it typically is targeted for the specific intrusions. What this means is most people don't know that they actually create viruses on the standard OS. So the only ones that they can target are those standard OSs. Now, I will admit Linux is not impenetrable, but it's very uncommon to see a virus or spyware that has been designed for Linux OS. Now, this is the best part. The freedom that Linux gives you. You have choices when it comes to Linux. Linux provides you with a whole world of being able to customize and invent and make it your own. Linux lets you go in and modify and create in every aspect of the works. And unfortunately, with the standard OS today, it's set up to use their software on their OS and nothing else. You have the default options which are already programmed into that OS, not allowing for much room to customize or build upon. Still want to stay with your standard OS? Now that I've covered a few aspects that highlight why I use Linux OS, I want to cover one more reason that makes this program stand out above everybody. The operating system is more than just that. It is a symbol. It is us standing and saying, we will not conform. We will not be like the rest. We want something a little different. It is also a gateway to stepping from the puppeteer, the one that pulls the strings above us to make sure that we spend money on their programs while distracting you and not letting you realize that you can actually create these yourself. Linux provides platforms that you can create anything on with just simple CDs. So with one live disc, you can start to change your understanding for computers and make this a better world. Linux. A greater program for a greater understanding.